Welcome to Tales of Unusual, where we follow those who chase shadows and sometimes become shadows themselves. Tonight's story is about a team of ghost hunters, thrill seekers, skeptics, believers, and the one haunting that didn't want to be found. So grab your flashlight, check your batteries, and listen carefully to what's waiting in the dark. This is Ghost Hunters. They called themselves Nightlight Paranormal. Four friends turned part-time investigators with a cheap camera, old EMF meter, and a YouTube channel scraping a few thousand views a month. Chris, the believer, Sam, the skeptic, Lena, the tech wizard, Jordan, the one who never seemed afraid of anything. They filmed abandoned houses, cold basements, lonely bridges. Most nights, they found dust and creaking floors, and once in a while, something that kept them coming back. But they were always chasing, never being chased back, until the night they heard about Black Pines Asylum. Black Pines had been shut down for 50 years. Local kids dared each other to break in, but few ever did. Rumors said the last patients were never moved, that the doors locked themselves shut when the state ran out of money. Some claimed screams still echoed through the south wing on winter nights. For Nightlight Paranormal, it was perfect. They packed their gear, cameras, night vision, spirit box, spare batteries, and drove 5 hours through rain to the edge of the forgotten property. The building rose out of the pines like a rotting tooth. Jordan turned on his camera and whispered, "This is gonna make us famous." Inside, the air felt wrong, stale, damp, heavy like wet blankets over their shoulders. Lena set up motion sensors. Sam checked the spirit box. Chris unpacked an old Ouija board, half as a joke. They found old beds, overturned wheelchairs, dark hallways eaten by mold. At first, it was the usual squeaks, drips, static on the recorder. Then they heard footsteps in the hallway, clear, deliberate, too heavy to be rats. The spirit box hissed with broken radio static. Then a voice, "Stay." They laughed it off. But the laughter sounded hollow when they played it back, because on the tape, the voice wasn't theirs. They pushed deeper into the south wing, the part sealed with rusted chains. The EMF meter spiked every few steps. Cold spots danced across their arms. They found a heavy door, bolted but cracked enough to see inside. A small room lined with padded walls. Chris wanted to open it, Sam argued. Jordan, always brave, broke the lock with a crowbar. Inside, they found an old bed frame, rusty shackles, and scratch marks all along the floor. Lena's camera battery drained instantly. The spirit box screamed white noise. Then a voice, "Why did you come?" They left the door open. That was their first mistake. After that, nothing felt right. They heard footsteps following them, always just behind. Chris felt someone tug his coat in the dark. Lena's camera flickered, showing shadows that vanished when the light came back. Sam, the skeptic, muttered prayers under his breath. When they finally decided to leave, the exit wouldn't open. Every hallway twisted back to the south wing. Their walkie-talkies burst with whispers, voices repeating their own questions back at them. In the padded room, the Ouija board spelled "Stay, stay, stay." The asylum wasn't empty, it was hungry. They ran, they smashed windows, forced open doors. When they stumbled out into the cold dawn, none of them looked back. But the haunting didn't stay behind. At home, Chris woke to footsteps pacing his hallway. Lena's laptop recorded static at 3 a.m. every night, with faint voices saying her name. Jordan stopped filming. His camera turned on by itself, replaying the asylum footage in reverse. Sam disappeared for a week. When he came back, he wouldn't speak, only stared at dark corners, as if listening for something waiting to answer. The footage they uploaded went viral, but they never filmed again. The video's still online. Black Pines Asylum for friends who got what they asked for. Some say if you watch it alone, you'll hear the same voice whisper, "Stay." Some say a piece of that haunting passes through the screen, looking for a new home. So if you go looking for ghosts, remember, they might be looking for you too. Thank you for watching Tales of Unusual. Like, comment, and subscribe for more stories that follow you home. Sleep well tonight, if the footsteps let you.